Hey YouTube, this is Oasis Rising, and this is day 2 of the July painting challenge. I've been watching some Game of Thrones and trying to clean up the green stuffing that I did yesterday, and unfortunately I was having some trouble with it because, well, one, a lot of it's in really tight spaces, so it was really hard to get into. And I just have like sandpaper, and it's hard to get in there. Otherwise I have to use diamond files, which are too rough. It's too coarse to get in there and give it a nice smooth finish. And the other thing I was having trouble with was, you can see it here. Let's see. There we go. That gap right there in the middle, green stuff was just kind of shuffling off, or scraping off as I was sanding it. So perhaps in a space that tight, it would be better to use the liquid green stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go over that. I don't really care too much about these, but I'm kind of, I don't like to leave it not done well, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Those 8 reavers scattered around there with my tools. And you can see little bits of green stuff that had been falling off. And I believe the question for day 2 is, what is the first model you've ever painted? And I can't remember exactly which model was the first model I ever painted. I got the Orc and Goblin, the 6th edition box set for a gift when I said I wanted Warhammer stuff. So this is one of the Empire guys. I traded all my Orc stuff though, and I kind of redid that anyway. So there's not too much in there that's original paint jobs. But when at the same time I got the box set, I think maybe the next year, I got a box of Bretonnian archers. So these guys are pretty much a good representation of my starting paint job. The guy looks like he has a mummy face. So much paint on there. And I didn't really know how to properly use inks and washes, and there's a nice mold line right down his face. Ooh, pretty. And I also got these 2 sword masters. At the time I didn't really know what these were. I didn't really have any concept of all the different armies. So that's kind of that paint job. And I was also using the watered down paint for a wash, which doesn't get in all the crevices. It just kind of hangs about in the mid areas, which gives a really weird effect. So that's that guy. And then I also got this big dude, this Chaos guy. And I remember this taking me forever to paint. Forever. And this is still at the point where I thought, base coat and wash and you're done. But I was actually really proud of this guy. There's so many details, and it looks really cool. It's very dusty right now. It's been sitting on my shelf for a long time. And, oh, what else? There was one more I wanted to show you. There it is. This Banshee. This Banshee is another one of my first ones. This is I think this is actually the second attempt painting this Banshee. And I was trying dry brushing, which kind of failed miserably. Because this is still at the time where I didn't have any access to videos or anyone else to show me stuff. And I think I've actually tried scrubbing this clean once more, so that's kind of that. Those are my first models that I ever painted, I think. I think it actually is technically some orc, an assembly line of orc heads that I was my first painted models, but those don't exactly count because I never finished them. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.